We're going to dissect this squid, save the tentacles and the body for cooking. We're going to take the ink from behind the eyes and the ink from the sac and the body and save that for printmaking, whatever it is that we decide that we want to do with our ink. So the first thing I want to do is grab the guts and pull them out of the body. You don't always get everything when you do this. You get a good percentage of it. This is the ink sac. This is a fairly small squid, so it's a fairly small ink sac. So what I'm going to do is sneak under here and kind of trim out that ink sac without breaking it open. That's a sneaky part. Oops. Looks like I'm going to wear a little bit of it. Most of the ink's still in there. There we go. And I'll put it in my ramekin. Now, here are the tentacles, the eyes. This is the siphon. He uses that for propulsion. And underneath the tentacles, there's a small beak. So if I squeeze between the eyes, the beak will pop out just a little bit. You can grab it, take it away. Now we're going to cut the tentacles away from the eyes. The tentacles are the best part. Good taste, good texture. Everybody wants to fight over the tentacles. So we want to cut right below the eyes, just like that. So you see all of the ink stays with the eyes, but we have a nice little tentacle crown, little hat, if you will, of tentacles. And of course, if we had forgotten to take out the beak, we could still do that. We'll save those. Now, let's harvest the rest of the ink from behind the eyes. We can just stab with a knife, get in there. Oh, there we go. There's some ink. Let's get this side too. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. This one doesn't have too much back there. But every now and then you'll get a real squirter. Oh yeah. We got that. The rest of this goes in the trash. Now, you may wonder what gives this guy his structural stability. On this side, you can see there's a little bit of a ridge running all the way down the body, ending in a point. There's a cartilaginous quill that runs through the body, giving it a little bit of structure. So I'm going to turn it over. You can it's attached at this base, so I'm going to reach in there and work the quill out. It's light, it's flexible, whoops, and it's prone to getting broken. So there's the front end. Just reach in a little bit, grab the rest. There we go. That's the rest of the quill. An intact quill will look something like this, which, as you can see, looks very much like an old-style writing quill, thus the name. You can, in fact, use those quills to write with squid ink. Now, you can either pull the rest of the guts out with your fingers, or I can transfer it over to my handy-dandy trash bag and use the tried and true squeeze method. You still probably want to give it a rinse, but that gets most of the guts out.